Hey guys, Nick here, and in this tutorial we're going to talk about lookup functions. Let's have a look at our table and the problem definition. Here we have three tables. One is main table with the columns date, product, quantity, price FCY, currency, rate, value FCY, and value LCY. As you can see, we need to fill in price FCY and rate columns because we have yellow cells here, yeah? In addition, we have two supporting tables. One is for product price values, and the second one is the exchange rate values per currency. Yeah. So let's read the problem definition. Table includes historical sales transactions for the company. Write down the formulas in price FCY here and rate columns here to get prices and exchange rates from supporting tables. So we need to get prices from supporting table to column D based on product names. Here we have, for example, in the row number 2, we have product concrete. And we need to get price, which is stated here in the supporting price table, which is 68 for concrete. For the next row, we have product earth, and we need to get the earth price, which is 99, and so on. Yeah. For exchange rates, we have the similar situation. We have currency codes here, and we also have currency codes in the second supporting table. And we need to get the exchange rates based on currency column, sorry. So now let's start writing the functions. So in Excel, we have two functions. One is called VLOOKUP, and the second one is called HLOOKUP. What's the difference? VLOOKUP is the vertical lookup and HLOOKUP is horizontal lookup. This is where the V and H letters come from. Yeah. So the only difference between those two functions is that VLOOKUP looks through the table which is presented vertically, the table like this, and HLOOKUP looks through the table which is presented horizontally. Well, the table like this. Yeah. So for the price FCY, let's use VLOOKUP function and see how it should be written. Let's write equals VLOOKUP, and Excel just displayed our VLOOKUP function. I'm going to press on Tab to write the function till the end and open the round bracket. As you can see, here we have 4 variables. 3 of them are mandatory and 4th is not mandatory, it's optional. However, for VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP functions, in most of the cases, the 4th optional variable is actually mandatory, and we'll see why it's like this. So in lookup value, we need to specify which product we're going to, for which product we need to find the price. So for our case, as we're standing on row number 2, we need to get the price for product concrete. So let's select cell B2. Let's write here, comma, table array. In table array, we need to select the table where Excel will find the concrete product in the first column of our selected table. This is very important. In VLOOKUP, we need to remember that VLOOKUP finds the product name in the selected table's first column, only first column. Okay, so in table array, we need to select the range from J7 till K13. So we could also select the range from J6 to K13. It would be the same. Nothing will be different if we selected the range like this, J6, K13. So let's continue. Let's put here comma. Then we have call index num, which is shortened for column index number. Yeah. So as we already talked about, Excel will try to find concrete product in the first column of our selected table. However, from which column should Excel give us back the result? So this is the place where we need to specify the number of column. So we actually need to get the final results from column number 2. We don't need to specify here column name or something like this. We just need to specify column number. And for us, the column number is 2 because the first column is the same product name and the second column contains prices. So we need to put here 2, just the number 2. And finally, range lookup. Let's put here comma. In range lookup, we have 2 options. True, which is approximate match, and false, which is exact match. For 95%, well, I'm just saying it 95%, but for most of the cases, we will use false value because for most of the cases, our value to find will be the textual information. And it is very actually rare case when we just need to find the textual information with the approximate match. In most of the cases, we need to find textual information with exact match. That's why we need to specify here false. Let's double click on false. And let's close the round bracket and press enter. Well, as you can see, Excel wrote here number 68. If we double click on black plus sign to fill down the formula, we will see that, well, we are having some correct values. So for concrete, we have 68, which is correct. For earth, we have 99, which is also correct. For steel, we have 70, which is also correct. But for another concrete, here we have NA. Why? Because we forgot to make our range of the table absolute. And that's why when filling down the formula, this range also were pushed down. And as a result, Excel could not find the product concrete in this range. Yeah. So I'm going to press on escape. I'm going to get back on my original cell, which is cell number D2. Double click on this. And well, let's select our range and press on F4. So we need to make sure that numbers have dollar signs. It does not matter if the letters have dollar signs, but it's okay to have the also dollar signs before letters in our case. Yeah. So let's press on enter. Let's double click on black plus sign to update our formula in our entire column. And now, as you can see, we have correct values in the entire column. But let's check. So, for example, for the row number 12, we have concrete. Our product price is 68. For row number 16, we have water. Our product price is 85. Let's see, water 85. So here we have plant. For row number 19, our product value, price value is 78, and so on. So now we can switch to the second part of our problem, to the column F. Let's stand on F2 and write equals. So for this case, we need to use HLOOKUP, which is shortened for horizontal lookup. Let's stand on F2 and write equals HLOOKUP. So in this case, we need to use HLOOKUP, which is short for horizontal lookup. And for this case, as the table where we need to find the information is presented horizontally, we need to use horizontal lookup. Otherwise, the formula VLOOKUP function here will not work. So let's write HLOOKUP and open the round bracket. So as you can see, our variables are identical to the VLOOKUP function. Here we have lookup value, which for our case should be cell reference E2, because in this case, we're looking for the currency codes, yeah, in this table, comma. For table array, we need to select the range, the entire table, which is the range M6S7. And here, right here, I'm going to press on F4 to make sure that this range is absolute, yeah. Let's put here comma, and as you can see here we have row index num. In VLOOKUP version we had column index number, and in HLOOKUP we have row index number. Why? Because in VLOOKUP version we had to choose from which column to get the final result, and from in HLOOKUP function we need to choose from which row should we get the final number from. In the first row, Excel will try to find the USD value, so here, and we need to specify here in row index number, row number 2 to get the final values from row number 2 from the selected range. So let's put here 2. And finally, as we did in case of VLOOKUP, we need to specify here false value. Let's double click on false, or we could just put here number 0, which is same as false in our lookup functions. Yeah. Let's close the round bracket, press enter, and double click on black plus sign to fill down the function. Well, basically that's it for this tutorial. Thanks guys for watching. If you liked solving this problem and want to have some more, check out my Udemy course with 500 Excel problems. It covers up to 100 functions, various Excel tools, building dashboards, and VBA coding. Link is in description.